Good morning. It's Thursday, the last day of April, and you're watching VTV.
Hello, I'm Savannah here with Zoe. In March, we started hearing news of big cuts to the high school budget for next year. Since that time, all kinds of rumors have been swirling about how those cuts would affect courses, faculty, and students.
In his documentary, Jack Fugier hears from the decision makers and gets answers to some of our questions.
Good evening. I'm Lisa Herzl, and I'm program coordinator for the history department at the high school. I would like to explain how the anticipated cuts would impact the educational experience my department provides for trained students.
The cause of the issue is stemming from this year. We have some significant cost overruns with special education, with snow removal, as everyone's aware about, and those are depleting some balances that we would have used for next year for the budget.
A lot of contracts that came up, like light contracts, heating contracts that came up. I believe that we didn't get the funding from the state that we were anticipating getting.
10 years ago, they funded or provided this district about $8 million. This year, they're providing about $8 million. 10 years later, we are receiving the same amount of support for Chapter 70 that we received 10 years ago.
The burden on the towns has been increased because the amount of funding coming from the state has decreased, and we are to the point now where we have to do something because we can't continue on this way.
But the bigger concern, the bigger drivers are healthcare going up by close to $600,000.
My question is, why aren't healthcare companies a player in funding healthcare for students between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m.?
And the fact of the matter is the insurance lobby is so strong, they don't want to see this cost put on them, and they lobby against it. There are bills that have been filed. I filed one myself. That would shift the health care cost to the insurance companies. But the fact of the matter is it never gets out of committee.
So, and I think healthcare is probably one of the bigger things that's going to be a problem for everybody, just because healthcare is getting so much more expensive.
Transportation going up by $250,000.
I'm asking you to remember that regional districts are a different animal from municipalities, and that truly a cut in regional transportation is a cut to education for our districts.
We always have to have a balanced budget, and as soon as the budget goes out of balance, it is up to the administration, the governor, to make the 9C cuts to bring us back into balance. Unfortunately, he went after some of the school aid, and one of those was regional school transportation. We believe that he did not have the power to cut regional school transportation under his administration.
The budget cuts next year, I know that our school's not getting as much money as we usually get.
The late buses, we can say that's a pretty straightforward. We're not going to be able to run late buses.
And I know that there's a lot of not a lot of teachers, but there's teachers getting cut next year. I know Dr. Lazarus is coming back. And
for the high school, there are 5 positions. As far as the staffing, who stays and who goes, those decisions have not been made yet.
There's not going to be as many classes for kids to take next year.
We decided that running electives just wasn't beneficial for us. It wasn't a good use of our resources. It wasn't a good use of our staff.
We started to get this information in November. So we started to see this picture being painted.
Not only do these courses help make our students more well-rounded, and prepare them to be citizens and community members.
My business classes, which I worked with Mr. Fisher, helped me understand all of the budgets, things that I was just reading earlier, to understand what's happening here.
But they give them a college transcript boost, and in the case of the AP classes, a chance to earn college credit.
I would not be as successful as I was in high school. I would not be accepted into the colleges I've been accepted to if I did not get the opportunity to take AP classes where I was prepared for college courses.
We end up with smaller electives in places and larger ones other places, so we decided to just get rid of the electives.
It is currently anticipated that there will be 4 section cuts to our department. These section cuts would eliminate many, if not all, of these electives from being offered to our students in order to staff the required history classes students need to graduate.
Well, so why not cut the electives out of the schedule? Because those diverse course offerings, among them the large number of advanced placement courses Triton offers, and several unique topics like forensics or natural science, are some of the reasons students are choosing to come here, and the balance of our choice funding has begun to tip in our favor.
And then the English teachers who are currently teaching electives are developing a curriculum that's going to integrate all the electives that we already have into a year-long curriculum.
We don't have small classes because the kids aren't signing up or because we don't have enough kids to take them. We have small classes because we can't offer more sections of them.
By eliminating these electives, we are making ourselves less competitive with other schools that offer these programs in the area and limiting our students' abilities to build their transcripts and prepare for colleges, careers, and communities.
Having these programs has earned wider recognition for Triton, making it a desirable school system and, by extension, making its communities desirable places to live.
So I just wanted to say, from a student's perspective, that this is really important, you know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Over our last few episodes, we've been highlighting some of the elective classes that are still in the course catalog that students can sign up for next year.
In today's episode, we take a look at Mrs. Reardon's drama class, which is part of the Visual and Performing Arts Department.
The class period that we're currently in right now is the Drama 2 group. We have 4 levels: Drama 1, Drama 2, Drama 3, and Drama 4. And essentially the course content involves primarily acting, some directing, some playwriting, and a very, very little bit of technical theater. The Drama 2 kids that we're working with today are all working on scene work projects.
I signed up for drama because freshman year this was a new school for me and I wanted to meet people, and I want to do theater when I grow up, so I just thought it was the easiest way to go into that.
Students who are interested in taking any of the levels of drama courses are, to some extent, people that you might expect. People who are interested in acting, directing, playwriting, people who are interested in the theater in general, maybe people who have been in plays outside of school, or people who have been in plays in school. But also you get people who have other motivations for coming into the class, people who are trying to overcome being shy, people who are trying to overcome stage fright or become better speakers, or just simply be more comfortable in front of a group of people. The one thing everybody has in common is they're here because it's fun. It's a ton of fun. It can be either part-time or full-time elective. The way that the Visual and Performing Arts Department electives work, we offer full-time, year-long courses with a part-time, year-long option.
I would say, even if you're kind of skeptical about it and not really sure, you can always take it for a year, and if you don't enjoy it, you can drop out the next year. But I honestly feel like everyone who starts taking drama, even if it's just to fill in an elective spot, always has fun, and they never really want to drop out of it because you make new friends and form new relationships that last through pretty much all of high school.
Originally I signed up with drama to be with my friends, and then I realized that it's a real fun class. You meet a lot of new people, do a lot of fun stuff. The plays, it's a blast.
Another thing that our department does, we do a major trip. This year it's a trip to New York City. We're down there for 3 days. We see 2 Broadway shows, go to the Museum of Modern Arts, Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty. It's quite an exciting field trip.
I definitely learned how much goes into movies and plays. I always thought it was just you dress the person up, they study some lines, and then they go on stage, but it really takes a lot of concentration, memorization, and courage too.
Something I think everyone would enjoy about drama is coming together with people you wouldn't usually talk to and kind of getting to express yourself in a different way, because we don't really get to have that much fun in school always, so drama's a good way to release that energy.
So definitely follow through with it, because it's just a really learning experience. You have a lot of fun. It's a fun academic class too.
I would recommend anybody who has any kind of an interest in the theater arts to take a risk, take a chance, and you'll learn a lot of things about yourself. You'll learn a lot of things about most of the subjects that you study in other classes. You certainly learn a lot about history and sociology and certainly literature. So it all ties together. It's all part of the humanities, and I think it's a really worthwhile thing for people to do.
Dirty mouth. Clean up with new Orbit gum. Fabulous.
Have you ever received a text message or an email saying that Bill Gates is sharing his fortune, and all you have to do to receive part of it is to forward the message to as many friends as you can? This is just one example of what internet security specialists call chain letters.
Chain letters are messages sent to a huge number of people, asking each person to forward them to as many other people as they can. While some of them can be amusing or sent for fun by the original sender, others may carry hidden threats to your internet security or even direct threats of 7 years bad luck.
The Threat of the Unknown is the plot of this short thriller directed by Tessa Boyle. Enjoy if you dare.
Stupid chainmails.
Thanks for watching our show.
We'll see you next week.
Have a great day, Triton. Hello, I'm Zoe, here with, oh, I said your name there?
Yeah. Savannah.
In March, we started hearing news of significant? I can't read significant.
In March, we started hearing news of
Oh, see what I mean? Chain letters are messages sent to a huge number of people, asking each recipient. Asking each recipient. Oh my god. Some big words in there.
My eyebrow keeps coming out.
Oh. Oh. I did this weird look at the end. I was like. In today's episode, we take a look at Mrs. What's her name again? Reardon's drama class. Reardon. Students can sign up for next year.